Advent calendars are lovely. It's almost like it's that build up to excitement, isn't it, for Christmas coming. We all love Christmas. Well, I say we all love Christmas. I fell out of love with Christmas a little bit. I'm not going to lie. When my kids grew up, when Magical Christmas kids, when they grew up, kind of lost its edge. It's all come back now because I've got that beautiful little granddaughter of mine who will be 1.5 by the time we get to Christmas this year. But the magic of Christmas has come back. The magic of Christmas always for me, my kids, love the countdown, which was the Advent calendar. Now a lot of you will know that previous ones have always been jam-packed full of lots of lovely dies for you to get your hands on. And this one doesn't disappoint. Let me just tell you now, I have had to have a little look. I couldn't help it. I don't know what you are like. You'll have to let me know, but I know what I'm like when I get an Advent calendar. The first year that I got the Advent calendar for Crafter's Companion, I literally could not wait every day. So I got hold of my calendar and I yanked open every single door and I opened it all up. And then I was like that on 2nd of December. Now what am I going to do? So, but I know what I'm like. I'm just a little bit impatient. However, what are you like? Do you do that? Is that what you do? Or do you wait patiently and have that magical day where that one day every Christmas, because it's such a busy part. It's a busy part of our lives. Christmas is, we're always thinking of other people. Thinking about the dinners, what we're going to have for Christmas dinner, or the shopping that we've got to do, or the presents we've got to do, or Christmas cards we've got to do. It's always, it's literally the busiest time of your life through that year. It really is. But this bit is going to be for you to have that little surprise element. It's going to be your moment of just 2 minutes a day. I said 2 minutes, I don't take you get in there, but to open up something and have something for you, which is different. It's like we get them chocolates that kids, you get all those things, put them to one side. This part of the day is just for you, and I think that's lovely, and that's what excites me about these calendars. So first things first, calendar, lovely gift box. Look at that. If I just bring that up there, I'm going to open this up, and if I just put it this way, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. Oh look, there you go. Woo-hoo-hoo. How big is it? We've got 2 sides this time. Look at that. It's pretty big this year. It's pretty big. And there's some big dies in here. There's some little dies in here. And then right at the very end on the 24th, look at that lovely moon. Me being the frugal crafter that I am, I'd be chopping that up and using that for some part. Would look lovely with Enchanted Christmas, that would. But that lovely last one, real nice big surprise. And let me tell you, you were in for a nice treat. However, you can see we've got the lovely, I love this. This is head office. This is head office. This is the store. This is Aycliffe. This is exactly, if you were to come up to the Aycliffe store right now, at the front, that is exactly what you would see. Minus these people all in their lovely little Christmas, although we might have to hold them to this at Christmas time, we might have to get them all dressed up. However, I'm just going to do a little introduction to everybody on here, because you'll probably be getting it at home and thinking, well, I know that's Sarah, and who's this handsome chap at the side of her? That's Simon, that's her husband. We call him Mr. Moneyman because he's the head of everything. And then you're going to see some other faces that you can recognise. Who's this here? Look at that. Can't get away from that lovely little smiley face. That's our lovely Leanne. Now, this is Camilla. Works here at head office. Now, Camilla has been with Sarah from the very beginning. University bedroom. This is Camilla, and she's a lovely lady, a real sweetheart. This is Laura, our lovely Laura. She's even on there. We've got Andy. And Andy works with Camilla in the office, so if you're wondering, that those two work together in the office. We've then got Sunny, who's head of soft crafts. So Sunny, everything that you see with Lizzie and Bernie and all those gorgeous things that we bring to you in soft crafts, this is Sunny who's responsible for all of those. Now then, Simon. We've got our lovely Simon Hodges. Then we've got Max, who's the IT guy. We've also got Ellen. She looks after all our stores. So she looks after Aycliffe, she looks after Chesterfield, she looks after Evesham, and also our department in the Colne one where our lovely Becky works. This is Mike. So we've got our lovely Mike there. And then over here is Ross. So if you're wondering, these are all people that work up at the head office and that help Sarah and Simon run this wonderful business. Right, so that's a little introduction on who, because you'll be getting it, and I know what some of you will be thinking, well, where's Fiona and where's Debbie? Where's Debbie and Craig and Jan? Where are we? We're not on here this time. It's all to do with all the lovely people that run this organisation the way that they do, and they're lovely. And I just think it's a lovely little touch, that. But behind every door, obviously, is some dies, some gorgeous dies. Like I've said, I've had that sneaky peek. I've kind of ruined my fun for December, but hey ho, that's the way it goes. I had to for this one. But yeah, so there's going to be lots of lovely surprises, lots of lovely dies out there. I know that a lot of people in America have already been able to purchase. They've been able to purchase, and some of them have been, some people have been doing a little bit of a spoiler. I'm not here today to show you any samples or anything like that because it would take away all the fun. What I am going to do is use a couple of the dies that are in here. So I'm giving you a bit of a spoiler alert. So if you don't want to look, I will tell you when we do the demo, cover your eyes. You might have to put a blindfold on while I'm doing my demo. And then when I've finished, take it off. Then we can carry on with the rest of the show. But I will give you that little bit. So I'm going to be doing a couple of demos using 2 or 3 of the dies that are in here. But I'm not going to spoil it for you. I could tell you what door behind, and I was debating whether to do that actually. I was debating, shall I do that? Shall I open it up and take that? No, I don't want to spoil it for you. I want you to have the fun of finding out every single day what you're going to be getting. So I thought, no, I'm not going to spoil it. Look at her. Oh yeah, have you got your ears plugged in? For those who aren't listening, or those who are listening, a gorgeous little ballerina. She is beautiful. She's got a lovely die cut element with a lovely embossed feature. But that's not it. I've got a little bit more to show you. Birthday wishes. A lovely little sentiment there. Birthday wishes. And let's not kid ourselves. These aren't little. These are a good size. They're not tiny, whiny, weeny, weeny ones. They're a good size. But then look, bit of birthday bunting. Yeah, cute. You're going to love them. Shall we make a card with them? Let me move them out of the way for those who aren't. But let me get everything switched on. Everything's ready. Let me just get my cardstock. So I'm going to have it in a silhouette theme. I'm going with a little bit silhouette-y for this one. So first of all, I'm going to put all of them on there. Let me see. Talk about tight, Debbie. I'm in craft room. I've got all this cardstock everywhere. And look, I'm using the teeniest, the teeniest bit of black cardstock in the world. Please don't laugh at me, but this is what I'm like at home. I just like to make sure that my cardstock goes a long way, and I genuinely do. I like to make sure it goes a long way, so hence why I have all my little scraps. Right, so first things first, I'm going to pop that on there, and then I'm going to run that through my Gemini. With me, oh, I'm in my big Gemini today. I didn't realise big one was there. I thought it was my little Junior. I got carried away with myself. However, got my Junior plates, slide through easily. Hey ho. That's what I like about them. Right, so let me take that off and let me get my poker tool. I'm just going to remove my tape. So if I just take that off very gently, and not like I normally do. Anybody watching, you'll know if you've been watching me in the past, I rip it off like it's a band-aid. It truly is one of my faults where I just get a little bit carried away and I get a little bit heavy-handed with things. However, look at this. They're just falling out. Where's my birthday? Where's my birthday wishes gone? Oh, look at that. That even looks nice. I'm trying to say we've got a problem with our overhead camera, so I'm just going to show you from the side view. However, let me just poke out. Let's take this out, because the wonderful thing about these is that it comes in 2 parts. Instead of it being all together, that means you can have a little bit of a play around. Now, if I just hold that up, oops, tilt it. Let me just see if I can tilt it. There you go. Lovely, delicate, lovely font, but nice size as well. I don't know if you can see there, that's perfect. And then we've got that gorgeous ballerina and the lovely bunting. Let me put them on my hand, do another balancing act. And there we go, lovely, really pretty, really lovely. And lots of things you can do with them, lots of different cardstocks you can cut them out in. I've cut some out in funky foam, which I'm going to be using maybe on Monday. That's all I'm saying. But yes, there's going to be lots and lots of things on there. However, let's just put those to one side for a moment. And I'm going to bring my card in. Now, what I'm going to tell you is what I've done pre-done. Like good old-fashioned Blue Peter style, I have been using our, well, I've used my Tone Edge Oval on this, and I've used some of our lovely cardstock from the Parisian range, and I've actually just put that on to some black cardstock and cut through. And to create a little aperture, this card size is 7 by 7, just put that there, and I've done exactly the same where I've used my Tone Edge Oval, placed that in the middle, and that just created the aperture because I wanted that see-through element. And then I'm just going to line that on the top. So while I'm doing that, I want you to be commenting, let me know, what do you think to those lovely little dies that I've just been showing you, those who've been watching? Did anybody turn away? Has anybody put a blindfold on? Let me see if I can get me let me get my glue undried. There we go. So let's pop that on. Oh, now then, don't know about anybody else. I might say it's quite cold outside, but it's very warm in the studio. Let me tell you. So I'm just going to place that just over. Make sure I haven't got any glue missing. There we go. So that now fits just neatly over. I've also, and I'm going to use my tacky glue for this, use the Tone Edge Oval again, and I love the, do you know, I've even forgot, I can't remember, name it, dies, the Tone Edge Oval, oh, my words have got struck, you know what I mean, where we've got them in different sizes. Oh my goodness, if somebody could help me out on Facebook really quickly and just tell me the word that I'm looking for with my Tone Edge, hearts, oh, it's just gone. It's just gone. It's a blur. It's a blur. Now, Nesta Dies, thank you. She's whispering in me. Nesta Dies. Oh, dearie me. Can you tell I've not had a coffee yet? I were in that car for such a long time. I'd only got a cold drink. I were dying for a coffee when I got here. Didn't have time. I were dying for something to eat. Didn't have time. However, I will be making time after this Facebook Live. But our lovely Craig, God love him, went and run out and got me a nice drink. Bless his little heart. I knew there would benefit having him up here. He went and run out and got me a drink that I were able to fill up because I am literally was like, my mouth was, I need a drink. I need a drink. Right, so there we go. So what I've just done is I have placed the nested Tone Edge around there just to give it a bit of a frame. Now, I've also, she says, I've used my nested, used them again, and this time I've cut out into my card. Do you know, my words don't seem to want to come out. Nested, is that a word? Is that a word? Is that one of my Debbie words? I make words up myself, you know, all the time. My kids laugh. Do you know, I've even got bin. Let me just tell you, I've got my bag down here, thought it was a bin. I'm going to end up with all sorts of rubbish in the bag. Thank goodness it's Friday, she was going to say. But you know what? I'm working all weekend, so I can't even use that as an excuse. Right, there we go, there we go. Right, pop that on, and that's going to create the middle aperture just in the middle. So I am just going to put some glue on. And to get it into place, the reason I'm using the wet glue is because I want it to match just perfectly, and it gives me that time to get it wiggled into place to fit lovely right where I want it. And that creates that lovely see-through aperture with that little panel there as well. Now, I've already been pre-cutting, as you do in the magic of our lovely craft room, or in my craft room. I've been holed up in there while that weather's been glorious. But yes, I have already pre-cut some and put some onto a Xyron, and I'm just going to place her. Look how beautiful she is. Isn't she so delicate? She really is beautiful. I'm just going to place a few on there. Shall I have a tiptoeing other way? No, I think I'll have it sit. Mind you, no, I think I will. I'll have her go in a different way. And then I've got, put your glue, Debbie, to one side instead of knocking it over. Got another one. Shall we have a tiptoeing? And then another one. We'll have a tiptoeing that way. Oh, look, beautiful. Now the birthday wishes, I'm going to place right in the middle. Make sure your hair isn't there, Debbie. So birthday wishes. Look at that lovely font. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely. And you know what? I'm going to put a bit of bunting on as well. A little bit of bunting. Let's get that just going across there. Look at that. How lovely. Now let me just open that up, and I think as I've got my other one down there, I think I'm just going to add a little detail inside as well. There we go. Now if I show you, if I bring this over here, there we go, used, oh how lovely, isn't she just gorgeous? I think she's lovely, including that lovely font in the middle as well. And these are just some, and I mean some of what you're getting in that gorgeous advent calendar.